Ian Holloway and Danny Higginbotham are alongside me in the studio. We'll be hearing from them a little bit later on. But we're going to start with a cracking game at the City Ground. 7 goals in all. Here's Dominic Johnson with the best of the action.
After a difficult week, Forest fans were delighted to see new dad Britt Assombalonga starting against Wigan, and he quickly made his presence felt by scoring his second of the season after only 6 minutes. But he injured himself while scoring and had to go off soon after. Athletics boss Gary Caldwell gave Michael Jacobs his first league start of the season, and the 24-year-old took full advantage by equalising. Now, Ollie Burke is one of the most exciting talents to emerge from the City Ground in recent years. The 19-year-old began to take centre stage. He restored Forest's lead. And then referee James Lillington awarded the hosts a penalty after Craig Morgan's challenge on Chris Cohen. Assombalonga's replacement, Apostolos Velios, decided to take it himself, but Adam Bogdan came out on top. It proved to be the fillip that Wigan needed. The balance of power was changing quickly. Will Grigg made it 2-2. And then Burke added to his burgeoning reputation by scoring twice in a match for the first time in his career. And it makes this his best ever scoring season already, with 3 goals. Now, with 86 minutes on the clock, Grigg must have thought he'd salvaged a point again when he got in front of Thomas Lamb to make it 3-3. But there was one more twist to come, because it was the Forest faithful who went home cheering. In the 93rd minute, Lamb made up for his slovenly defending by grabbing the winner. It means that Forest are unbeaten at home under Philippe Montagnier.
I can't accept we conceded 3 goals each time at home. For the fans, very nice to see a lot of goals, but for the coach, no. I'm very angry about that, because we made big mistakes, 2 big mistakes, and we gave a chance to the opponent to come back, and I can't accept it.
I think we're a very good team, and I'm sure Nottingham Forest will agree with that today. But we're not in this to look good. We're in this to win games, and ultimately, so far, we haven't been good enough at winning games of football.
Ian, Philippe Montagnier, while acknowledging the fact that it's great to watch a 4-3 win at the City Ground, is concerned with his team's defending.
Yeah, listen, they've let a few goals in, but I think he's trying to bring something different, Kel. I think they're pressing high from the front, and we'll see this from this goal here, if I can just stop it in time. There you go. I think that's a big difference, Danny. You know, there's big pressure there, there's big pressure there, there's big pressure there, and I think the goal comes from this. If you watch the anticipation, that Assombalonga, he's read that, he's made it look a bad ball, but he's on it, and what a wonderful finish. You know, all of a sudden, there they go again, and they will score with him, but I'm so worried about his injury again. You know, the poor lad's been out for a while, but, you know, I think there's exciting times for Notts Forest with this manager in charge, because they're going to press high. Yeah,
injury concerns over Assombalonga, and also concerns with him being linked with moves away from the City Ground. How important is he to them, Danny?
Oh, huge. You only have to look at last season, how much he was missed. You know, he had a horrific injury, and like Ian's saying, hopefully that's nothing too serious, because he is such a talisman for them. You know, not last season, but the previous season, the amount of goals that he scored. But like Ian said, what by the looks of it, Nottingham Forest, they're really taking the game to the opposition. They're pressing, they're squeezing. They caused that mistake, and then they're running from Assombalonga. You know, he went through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and hopefully he's absolutely fine, because he's key for Nottingham Forest.
And they've got this 19-year-old Ollie Burke, who's, you know, already topped his best scoring season in the Championship.
Absolutely outstanding. Everybody's absolutely buzzing about him, you know, and quite rightly so. Quite rightly so.
So this is the first of his goals.
This is on the training ground. If you look at his eyes, as we say in football, look where he's looking. Yeah, so he's already started his run. Burke's already, so that's a bit of Martin Peters, Bobby Moore in the World Cup that got us when. Look at that, he's already running.
Nice contemporary reference there.
Oh, beautiful. What a touch on his chest, and what a finish. Absolutely. What a pass of the season, Dan.
It is, and Chris Cohen, he's another one. I was on loan there quite a few years ago now, and he was another player that was besieged with injury, and it was such a shame. And when we've looked back at the goal again, you would never want it to be stopped. But some referees would have stopped that, because the ball's moving when Chris Cohen did it, but it would have been such a shame to take it away. And this, you know, the player Burke, he's another one now that is going to be the next star name at Nottingham Forest.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Forest fans, because your manager wants you to tighten up at the back.